That was the weakest clap I've ever heard.
Welcome home. This is the Residency Podcast. I am Jeff Tomasic with Drew Belcher and Lo Raven, bringing you the biggest guests and stories in entertainment, business, pop culture, and sports from our studio on the Las Vegas Strip inside the Mandalay Bay. Make sure to subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Thank you, guys. We are back from a little hiatus. Wild episode today. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yes.
Get your fat kid on.
100%.
Eat that turkey. Potatoes 9 ways. Do it right. Our guest today just might be the coolest woman in all of sports.
For sure.
Has won every award and accolade possible at this point in basketball. Vegas Aces star, Vegas local, and WNBA champion KELSEY PLUM. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, guys.
And we're officially on nickname basis with her now. So
Yeah.
KP,
what's
welcome
up?
to the
It's
show.
KP to us. We're on the homie level.
Man, I feel the love. I feel
Yes,
the love.
this is a good
Absolutely.
start.
Yeah. For sure.
By the way, Drew, were you serious when you said that someone has the photo of her
I swear to
tattooed
God,
on him?
Somebody has, someone, I don't know who, but it was an article. Someone has
Was it-
that image of you smoking the cigar after the championship tattooed on their body, memorialized forever.
You saw this.
I saw this.
I think.
I don't know if
we
it's,
need
I don't know
to
if it was like
find
a digitized like fake
Yeah.
thing for the internet, but I saw it.
Wow.
That's wild.
I saw someone have a tattoo of I signed like an autograph.
Okay.
And they tattooed my autograph on their calf.
Okay.
And it was one of the worst autographs I've ever signed.
Oh,
so,
no.
really bad.
So it doesn't even look
It was
like
literally
yours?
doesn't even look like
so
that.
sloppy. It was so sloppy, but they took that and they they kept it.
That's
but
dedication.
But that's next level. I don't know about that.
We'll find it. We'll find it. Again, it might have been some good Photoshop,
Yeah.
but we'll find it if it's real and if it exists. But if not, we need some t-shirts made.
By the
ASAP.
way, I'm on the internet right now. You need to start suing some people. You got your face on these shirts going out. You know what I mean? Like, what is going
it's a
on?
Travesty. It's a travesty. And our media guy, who's like the best, took that photo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's the one that should be getting all the credit.
Yeah.
And he's got nothing.
Oh.
So we did actually, it was actually really cool. Some company here in Vegas printed a bunch of shirts and started selling them.
Okay.
So obviously, like the Aces reached out and were like, hey, can't do that. So then he was like, oh, sorry. So then he gave the proceeds to me, which I donated to charity. So it was like, it ended up being a really good.
All right.
That all worked
A really
out.
good
Feel good
thing.
story at the
Yeah,
end.
that's
That's all
there
that
you go.
matters.
So are you condoning fans getting tattoos of you? Is that what we're saying right now?
Like if you're gonna get a tat, just at least let me know. So
Make it a good
make-
photo?
Make it a good one. You know what I'm saying?
Guys,
Dude, I know.
just photo approval first. Like, people ask you to like approve a photo before they post it. It's like,
Yes.
guys, let me approve the photo before you tattoo it on your
you, for
body
sure.
at the very least.
Or approve the signature.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
definitely.
That's fair. I like it.
least.
Can we start with a Thanksgiving question first? Like, 'tis the season right now.
Yeah.
If you could have Thanksgiving dinner with any 5 athletes or celebrities, dead or alive, who would
Who's
they
at-
be?
who's
Who are
at
you
that
inviting
table?
on Thursday?
Athletes?
Anyone.
Anyone.
In your top 5
I was
people
gonna say.
at your table on Thanksgiving,
Said
dead,
no athletes.
alive, anyone.
Athletes. Stereotypically, we suck. Like
Okay.
I wouldn't
That's
put
fair.
us in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
In terms of we're just gonna talk about ourselves. So
All right.
let's do someone else. I would say I would definitely pick. Can I be corny and pick my family first?
You can pick
course.
whoever
So
you
your
want.
family's already there. You're bringing 5
Oh, okay,
additional.
I'm bringing
right?
5
Cool.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I would pick Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Funny. Get some humor in.
Just wasn't down.
He's way funnier off the camera too.
He's a funny guy.
I mean, he's a funny guy, but funny off the camera. I would pick Kevin Hart. I'd pick Oprah.
Wow.
Ooh,
I mean, why not?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
go big or go home.
for sure.
I would probably pick, Neil Brennan from Netflix.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You have a star-studded Thanksgiving so
Yes. I'm trying to think who else. I'd probably, can I bring my grandmother back from the dead?
far. Sure.
Yes,
Yep,
absolutely.
absolutely.
There
For
you
sure.
go.
Rita's in there. And let's see. Can I bring my dog back from the dead?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, let's go.
There we go.
By the way, I like how you genuinely asked that. Like, I have the yes or no true powers. Would you mind?
I mean, if you would have said no, I'd be like, yeah.
Ah, I didn't make the rules.
No,
No, it's good.
doesn't make the cut.
That's good. That's good.
That's a
Alright.
funny and inspiring dinner.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Loving. Very loving, but also funny and powerful with Oprah.
Yeah, for sure. That's powerful.
Yeah,
She's
evened
probably
out,
giving
you
a
know?
car to everyone, too. You get a car. You
That's why
get a
she's
car.
inviting
Yeah.
her.
You get a
That's
car.
why she's inviting her.
Thank
Do you have a
Thank-
favorite Thanksgiving food?
Ooh.
Don't say turkey because no one really likes
no,
turkey.
No. I don't even know if I eat the actual turkey.
Exactly.
No one
Exactly.
eats fucking turkey.
No.
You eat
Somebody
it
eats
one
turkey.
day a year. That's it.
It's just it's just so people can cut it. It's like a moment. The
Sure,
cutting is the
sure,
moment.
sure.
Then it's-
I
you
would
throw it
say,
out.
I love just the dinner rolls, to be honest.
Dinner
Just
rolls.
with butter.
Okay. I like that.
I know that's like
Carb
really,
up.
Definitely mac and cheese.
Sure.
Okay.
Sweet potatoes.
Okay.
hopefully there's like some brown sugar on there.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
That's
are you a
sandy.
fan of like the marshmallows on top, torch marshmallows?
It depends. It has to be like the right amount. But overall, I would just do straight up sweet potatoes with a little bit of brown sugar and butter.
Good answer, because I absolutely fucking despise toasted marshmallows on my fucking sweet potato.
I hate it. When did that get cool?
I don't know. Like, when did that become a fucking
I don't
thing?
know.
Yeah, what did it do to you?
Yeah,
dude?
what happened?
Honestly, it was probably white people that started that.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
roasted
100%.
marshmallows.
I'm actually scarred
did
from
that.
cranberry sauce. I thought when I was a kid it was beets, and I was cutting into beets, and I had it. It completely ruined it for me, so I can't eat cranberry sauce.
Wait, canned cranberry
Canned
or like
cranberry.
fresh
No, no,
cranberry?
canned
No,
cranberry.
I love the canned
The slice
cranberry. The
shapes?
gelatin,
Yeah.
the full
Jelly?
gelatin
Yeah,
mold.
it's
That's
supposed
my
to be
shit.
fake, like crappy flavor. That's why it's so good.
Yeah.
Are you guys? I'm the only person at like my family's Thanksgiving that loves green bean casserole. Obsessed with green bean casserole. I love it. Everyone else hates it, but I love it.
Yeah, it's green bean casserole, but you know, like the little like French onion thing.
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
want?
Crispies
Yes,
on
I could
top?
just like
So
eat those
good.
by
The
itself.
store bought ones. I don't want no fanciness.
No,
Give
no,
me-
no, no. I make the best green bean casserole, and it's the dirtiest, cheapest piece of shit
Yes.
green bean
Yeah.
casserole ever.
Cream
It's
of soup.
cream of mushroom, canned green beans,
And the
crispy onions on top.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not coming over, dude. That sounds terrible.
Bro, it's
No, no.
absolutely fire.
It's incredible.
Okay.
It's incredible.
All right, I'll believe
All right,
it.
well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah,
Eat your favorite food. Carb up. Eat your mashed potatoes, your scalloped potatoes, your sweet potatoes. By the way, we all just named carb. That's it.
Yeah, for
That was
sure.
it.
Oh, yeah, nobody
Potatoes.
else. Me.
Completely.
Pretty much.
Okay. And before we talk about basketball, there's a viral video of you throwing a T-shirt halfway up the arena to the crowd. Where do you think you rank in athletes with the strongest arm? You have to be up there now.
You know what's so funny is that whole thing started when I was about to walk out. I got drafted, so it was like a promo for the Spurs, right? I walk out and they're like, "Hey, take the cannon," and I was like, "No, I'll be good. Like I'll throw it." And they're like, "Yeah, but you got to make it to the second deck." Like they were like, "Yeah, but like just take it," and I was like, "Fuck y'all, I got it," and I was angry, so then I just revved up and I started throwing it.
Just went nuts.
I just started
Just
throwing
launched
it.
it.
So it came probably from a deeper place.
Yeah.
you
Sure.
know? So I think that's
She's
probably
like, don't
why.
test me. Don't
But
test
it
me.
was like it was like a T-shirt spiral. Like it wasn't even like you made it to the second deck. You know what's funny is that there's like TikTok now especially is nuts. Is there's like so many slow mo videos of you throwing it. It has like that like the moon like
Yeah. You ever
music.
seen
You know,
that?
it's just like tossing.
It's like that Mike Vick commercial where he throws it like outside the stadium. That's what I've seen.
Yeah.
It's just it's
That was
lit.
good. That's like top tier moment right now. I feel like.
I feel like that's like the highlight of my career. For
Right?
sure.
No,
That-
no,
that's
no,
it.
definitely not. But that clip did go insanely viral. We'll insert the clip right here. And by the way, absolutely fucking launched.
Yeah, for
Launched.
Launched
That was
on a
big.
deadline.
The cool thing too is apparently it's timing. It's so funny. The NFL draft was the next day. So it was like the Browns are taking Plum.
yeah.
And I was like,
they should.
Great marketing for sure.
XFL.
should.
We
Yeah.
just got the XFL team. We got a quarterback. PG and a quarterback.
By the way,
Let's
at the time, since what 2017 when you were drafted,
Yeah.
I mean, I believe the Browns have had 19 quarterbacks since then. So
Oh,
like,
probably.
like literally, you should have given you a shot for sure. 100%.
Oh,
Poor
man.
Browns.
Cleveland, sorry.
Browns. Sorry,
oh
guys.
man.
That's tough. That's amazing though. That was good. I know. Like people have mentioned like Tom Brady and stuff. I know you were talking about Tom Brady one time on his arm.
Yeah.
You think like you and Tom could have a throwing competition?
God,
Perhaps?
Tommy's like Benjamin Button. This
Yes.
guy. This
You know,
guy.
I
is-
saw he
never
sent you
gonna
the gift bag.
Okay, another story. Crazy.
Yeah.
I like have I'm like working on it, but people send me stuff or like I get boxes and I don't like to open it because I feel like you have to respond.
Sure.
So sometimes they kind of just like stack up.
Okay.
Sit there.
Yeah, they just kind of
Let's
sit
go.
there. So this was sitting there for like 2 weeks.
From
And
Tom
finally-
Brady.
Tom
Yeah,
Brady?
did
Oh.
no idea. Finally, I was like, all right, I'll open it. And then I opened it and it was like the jersey. It
2
was
weeks
like
later?
personalized and everything. I was just like, this is the coolest thing ever.
No.
And you made Tom sit on it for 2 months with no response.
No. Now I see you being dramatic. Here we go.
Yeah,
Two
yeah.
weeks.
It's
Well, the
two
sick part
2
is-
weeks.
The sick part is Tom's probably like, well, asshole, it's not gonna
Yeah,
take me.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope. That's dope.
Guys, the headline is Kelsey Plum left Tom Brady on red for 2 months,
Yeah,
but package version.
yeah, for sure. That's crazy.
Do you guys like DM? You and Tom Brady like DMing? Thank you. What's going on?
Yeah,
Congratulations on everything.
I just said thank you. That was like super cool because he definitely took the time to do that, you know. And it was so personalized and it meant a lot. That's my favorite. That's my favorite athlete. So
It's Tom Brady.
yeah.
It's the goat.
pretty cool.
Wait,
Yeah.
like you're in the champions club. Like you're in the club of champions
Ooh.
who are like when you win a championship, do you get reached out to by all these other champions from all these other leagues? Like, hey, welcome to this fraternity, sorority.
that's a great question. I Like maybe I
Yeah.
don't know. Like you get love from people, but
Yeah.
like I don't think I'm like calculating like who's showing me love. That's a
No,
champion.
no. I mean, like
You know
they
what
reach out, like, hey, congratulations,
Ah.
like you're, I've won a championship, you won a championship, welcome, like congratulations. This is the feeling that only us can like really understand
Yeah.
and know, right?
I didn't get that.
No,
No.
guys, come on.
What the fuck?
Super Bowl
guys?
champions, NBA champions.
What the
Show the
fuck?
love.
Come on.
Yeah, props are cool. Like, hey, good job. But yo,
Just Tom Brady. That's
Get a
it.
little
Just
deeper.
Tom Brady. He's the best, right? He's got time for everything somehow, dude. You know what?
Oh, facts.
Like, I know I'm busy right now, but Kelsey Plum just won. Let me send her a box
That's amazing.
for sure.
I mean, his sweatpants are fire too. He sent sweatpants in there. I'll wear those things all the time.
Okay. Tom Brady's also got good merch. FYI.
Yeah. Shameless plug.
Shameless
go,
plug.
there we go.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Let's go back a little bit. How excited were you when the team moved from San Antonio to Vegas?
Oh gosh, it was like heaven sent. Have you ever
Yeah.
been to San Antonio?
I never have.
Never have.
Don't.
She's like, exactly.
Don't waste your time.
No.
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste-
No.
No.
No, I had a really terrible experience in San Antonio, and I feel like I could live anywhere, and that was pretty tough for me.
Really?
Yeah, so I was so glad Vegas, and I'm from Cali, so it's so funny. No one wanted to visit in San Antonio. As soon as we moved, it was like, hey,
yeah.
yeah, you free? You
got
know?
tickets?
Yeah. Exactly. No,
amazing.
but Vegas has been just unbelievable in terms of like the support, and the city has kind of wrapped their hands around us. And then obviously bringing the first championship, I think people have a lot of pride here. They love sports, and people don't realize that like the locals and what's around here, they care. So
Yeah.
it's amazing. And I will say, like, I think that this is just the beginning of what we're going to continue to do and impact the community. And so we're coming. So jump on the bandwagon now.
I like it.
Incoming Vegas dynasty.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
Are we
For
on the
sure.
bandwagon? Can we get on?
Oh, y'all been to a game?
Yeah, I have.
You have?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Come
all
on.
right, all right,
We're
deal.
by the
All
way,
right.
our studio is in Mandalay Bay.
No, I know. We play right here.
Exactly.
That's why I'm like, there's no excuse.
We're essentially best friends.
Okay. All right,
right.
there you go. Fair enough.
Co-workers almost. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what? You guys seem pretty agile. You guys ever think about coming out to the practice squad?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you know
scout
what?
team.
So to be honest, fairly athletic. Basketball though, just not my jam. To be honest,
No.
that was like a nice
Not
way to be
my
like, hey,
jam.
could you come out and let me embarrass you on camera?
No,
Let
not
me
at
just
all.
embarrass
no. We're
you.
always like recruiting guys though. Like if I see guys that I think are athletic, I'm like, hey, you play ball? Like we always need extra guys to come.
Oh,
and
I'm
play.
super athletic, but
I
by
got-
no means am I
I
a
got a
fucking
year
hooper.
UC Santa Barbara women's scout team in me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let's
But
go.
Lowe actually plays basketball.
hope that.
Lowe's good.
Yeah.
He'll play and we'll come watch for sure.
I'm
and
absolute
report from
dog
the
shit.
sideline.
Yeah. Report
I'll
from
get
the
crossed up in practice.
Yeah, and we'll document it thoroughly and put it on the internet.
And put it on this
Yeah,
island.
yeah.
Okay, great.
Any successes or failures, we're showing everybody. So yes, he wants to come. Just
Perfect.
send us the date. We'll be there.
Okay.
And if we have to disguise, like, oh, hey, we're doing this big promo with the Aces, come on in.
sure,
It's
for
just
sure.
you.
Yeah,
That's it.
Me just getting crossed
Just a one-on-one battle.
Bet.
I like that. Well, obviously, like before you got moved to Vegas, were you guys like, were there hints like Vegas is potentially coming? Like, did you guys know it was going to happen, or was like out of left field completely?
Actually, I got a call from my so I went to college with DeJounte Murray, who at the time was on the Spurs.
Okay.
And it was actually pretty crazy. He overheard a conversation. And he called me. So it was about like 4 or 5 days before they told us. And he was like, hey, I overheard people talking, saying that you guys got sold to MGM at the time, and that you're moving to Vegas. So I kind of feel like I had a little bit of a head start. But, of course, MGM had us for a couple years, and then Mark Davis bought us, and here we are now.
Yeah. So you're hyped. Everyone was just hyped from the whole situation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think like this is just a level up in every way.
Yeah.
Yeah, every way.
It's so big.
dope.
Yeah.
It's Vegas. It's like the entertainment true capital of the world. It's
Yeah.
the dining capital of the world. It's got amazing pro sports now. And you guys have the first championship in pro sports history in Vegas.
Right.
It's got to feel tight.
We're fans.
That's amazing.
It's got to feel pretty
It's
tight.
so sick.
We're
It's
fans.
so cool.
It's pretty cool.
We're fans.
Yeah.
So what was the reception like from your guys' perspective once you guys moved to Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
Or like the past couple of years, like what's been that level of graduation over that time?
Yeah, I feel like it's been growth. I feel like COVID set us back a little bit in terms of,
Fair.
obviously people not being able to come and like ticket wise and stuff. But it's grown. I feel like towards the end of this year, we were selling out consistently,
Yeah.
which was pretty cool. And you've been to a game, like once you go, you're like, whoa, this is lit.
No, it's
but
fun.
the hardest part is to get people to go.
Yeah.
Because I get it. There's a lot of misconstrued notions. Some are actually very true about women's basketball and the WNBA, and I think that we have to like prove people wrong like one at a time, you know, in that business.
That's
and
fair.
It just is what it is. And so like, I always just challenge people like, hey, come to one game. If you don't like it, cool. But at least try. Just be open-minded. And I've never had anyone come and be like, I'm good. People are coming, they're like locked in. So
How do they make it more approachable to just like the normal local fan base?
I think it starts with the WNBA, like
Okay.
the league in general. I think that, you know, I'm not here to like talk poorly on anything. I do feel like the NBA is so easily accessible.
Sure.
Same with the NFL. You know what I'm saying? You get on the phone, you can download League Pass, you can watch every single game like this. NFL, boom, it's so accessible, it's so easy for fans. WNBA is not like that. So I feel like if we take some of that resistance away, we know that in this generation, if it's less than 2 clicks, we can keep someone in. Clicks like on your phone.
Sure. Yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? If it's more than 2 clicks, we lose people.
100%.
And so I think that being able to, you know, remove that stressor and that resistance, I think would be like a no-brainer, you know, because you can bring your family. It's cheap. It's fun. It's easy. And it's a great product.
But now if more people do start watching, like you're hoping, the tickets won't be cheap.
Yeah, I mean,
Which is a good thing, though.
yes and no. I know that our prices have gone up significantly since we won, and I know that like the retention from season ticket holders
Yeah.
has been, you know, substantial.
It's awesome.
It's dope, and I will say that the league is growing and stuff. I do feel though, at the end of the day, like I don't take any pride in having like expensive tickets. I
Sure.
want like anyone to be able to come to the game that wants to see the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you guys, speaking of like the connotations of the WNBA, like and the big conversation about WNBA salaries
Yeah.
and all of that's been going on, what is like your, from a player and from players in general, like your teammates, what is that opinion and how do you guys handle all those conversations?
It's so interesting because I think that, you know, we talk about the CBA, right? So the collective bargaining agreement. And in the NBA, they have percentages of revenue shared for the players, right?
Right.
So jersey sales, obviously their TV contracts. You see these every year, these contracts get bigger and bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah.
Massive.
But that's because their CBA, it negotiates where the, you know, if the owners are making certain types of money, they get that as well.
Got it.
In the WNBA, that's not the case.
Oh, wow.
So in 2025, that's our new, you know, opportunity to renegotiate or opt out. So there are definitely future opportunities coming, but I will say that it's one of those things that we are not asking to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking to get paid the same percentage of revenue shared.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm
Got
saying?
it. Got
Got
it.
it,
So
got
that's a huge misconception.
That's a huge
Got
misconception.
it. Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, because every video is like, oh, this person gets paid this person gets paid that, right?
So I want to be really clear about that. Like, I don't think I should get paid the same as LeBron.
Right.
But the percentage of revenue, like, for example, they sell my jersey in Mandalay Bay, I don't get a dime.
You don't get any money from jersey sales?
That's crazy.
No way.
So
What?
that's why it's like,
Image
don't-
and likeness.
Okay,
Exactly.
yeah, okay. That's
so
bullshit.
like that's the stuff we're talking
Sure,
about.
sure,
you know
sure.
what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I think that obviously we're young. We're only like what
Okay.
25 years into
Yeah.
the league. The NBA is at 100. So where we're at 25, we're way past where the NBA was.
Right.
Got it.
We don't forget that though. We compare it to now to where the NBA is now. Of
course.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is fine. You know, it's an uphill battle, like I said, but I guarantee you, as it continues to progress, I mean, things will change. Hopefully, like my goal is by the time I leave the league, I would like to see it like a lot better than I found it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I like that, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Love
Because
that.
Vegas
Love that.
isn't a football town. It's not a hockey town. It's not a basketball town. It's not any of that. Vegas
Yeah.
is a winning town.
Yep.
Yes.
Vegas Golden Knights were amazing because their first year they go to the Stanley Cup. They lose,
Yes.
whatever, but they were good for the other seasons. That last season, when they sucked last season,
Yep.
tickets were the easiest to get ever.
Mm-hmm.
With you guys being so good and winning that championship, it's bringing on a huge new fan base. I'm
For
sure
sure.
the jersey sales have fucking skyrocketed.
Yeah.
And you guys don't get any of that. That's fucked up. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
That is weird. And that's probably ideally bizarre, but maybe hopefully one of the easier things for you guys to
When that
like,
conversation
Yeah, when that
happens.
conversation
Yeah.
does happen, that seems like low hanging fruit that you guys should be able to ideally get. I guess
It seems
I
like
That
hope
should
so.
be like a no-brainer.
I hope so.
Like, hey, you're selling my jersey. It's
Yeah.
selling well because of
Yeah.
me.
100%.
or that's in a
need
contract,
something. I
or
don't
that it's
know.
in like personal contract negotiations. We don't have to go further into that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. That's good because I do feel like there are a lot of narratives that
Mm-hmm.
that the general sports fan isn't aware of on why things are happening, and it is portrayed, like you said, in a very like apples to apples way,
Yeah.
rather than something different. That's good. I don't know how that message gets out there more. Hopefully, the podcast like this.
Yeah, we'll clip
But
that.
like,
Yeah.
right? But I
Yeah.
think that's a good way for a small piece for people to understand a little bit what's actually happening.
right.
Because I think there's a lot of conversation around it that maybe people aren't getting the specifics
For
from
sure.
it. Do you guys shy away from talking a lot of it because it's probably kind of weird since you technically work with WNBA, but you want things to change?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I feel like, I mean, everyone's a little bit different, but like I don't care about stepping on toes or being a firecracker.
Yeah.
Like I'm here to ruffle some feathers.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean I do.
Make some shit happen.
I feel like if you want change, you got to be able to see the change like that you're gonna talk about, for yourself. So, for me, I feel like if I have to take a couple, like shots for someone else to be able to,
That's fair.
yeah, I mean I'm all for it.
I also believe you're asking for reasonable change, not unreasonable change, right? Unreasonable change is just like not okay, right? You're asking
Yeah.
for reasonable change.
And that's the other thing too. So like as a woman, I mean, obviously we can get to all the dynamics,
Sure.
blah 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 blah, but it's the narrative around women's sports is like, oh, I go to support. Like when you go watch KD play, no one's saying, oh, I'm gonna go buy tickets to support KD. You're gonna say, oh, dude, I'm gonna watch KD at 30 tonight.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right? And like one of the best players in the world.
Right.
The narrative around women's sports, especially in the WNBA, is like, oh, maybe it's me. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go support Kelsey tonight. I don't want you to support me. I want you to come watch me hoop.
Yeah.
So there's like a difference, right? It feels like charity. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
okay.
Okay.
And I'm not
I
here to
get that.
ask for anything. I'm here to earn it.
Right.
And I feel like there's another narrative that, like, especially too in media, like I always challenge people, like, hey, like, I get why people feel like they want to support women's sports, but it's like, nah, go watch it because you want to watch it. Like
Right.
you said, you're a fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But language matters.
For sure. Enjoyment, entertainment, rather
Exactly.
than I'm
Exactly.
going to support them because they need it. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think like you're doing, even right now, right? You're even three people who've been to games, who are in this building every single week,
Yeah.
who have a lot of pride for Las Vegas. We talk about it for years on this show. We've interviewed a lot of incredible people. I think there's still ways for even me to be convinced on why I should come all the time and why average fans should. And I think you're doing like all the things that you're saying make total sense for why I'd be like, hey, just come to appreciate what the show we're putting on.
Right.
And spend your time with me wisely because it's entertaining. Because it's an entertainment at the end of the day.
Right.
for
Right?
sure.
It's like, this is fun, this is cool, this is enjoyable, it's worth whatever it is you're paying for it. I'm put on a good show for you. Come back next, whatever the next night is, right? And so on and so forth. I think like, what's that process like? Do you feel like it's an uphill battle convincing people of that?
Yeah, like I don't know if I go out to play to convince people. I just go
Yeah.
out to take people's heads off.
Sure.
Like I'm trying to win.
Perform.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that like at the end of the day, people see that and appreciate that. That's something I love about Vegas, and I think my teammates are the same way. And that's why
Yeah.
people have been drawn into us because we're just out there competing and we're trying to, take no prisoners. So
You want it.
And you always get those couch sitters that watch it on TV or have an opinion like, oh, I could play in the fucking WNBA.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I will get my ass hooped off
Yeah.
by these chicks.
That's
Yeah.
maybe how the WNBA should really
These
market
fucking
it.
assholes.
Honestly,
It's just
I
if you
agree.
if you just mark it as like, hey,
Like I will still,
yeah,
come
bring your
guard me.
Yeah, like
Come
all right,
guard me.
all right, this is
Yeah,
what it
that'd
should be.
be an ill
You
ass-
you should get
Bring
it
it.
like sponsored by Lifetime, like the 3 Lifetime League Hoopers or whatever
Yeah.
versus 3W and just getting destroyed.
For sure.
And be like, all right, cool.
Like pros versus Joes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That kind of thing.
No, listen,
That attitude is so sick.
I think that's great. Obviously, like they're trying to go the opposite way with that.
Sure.
But I honestly think we should lean into that.
Okay.
It's
I mean,
dope.
I've always wanted to like you said,
We're
go to-
available for hire, by the way. yeah, like, it's fine.
Let me know.
Yeah. Viewership up 500%. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
sure.
I always thought they should mic us during the games
Oh my God, that'd
For
be
sure.
cool.
because the things that us women say are wild.
Wait, are you guys talking
Oh.
shit?
All right. Why,
Are you
all right.
kidding?
How does
Okay.
WNBA trash talk compare to NBA trash talk?
It's personal.
Really?
Like, yeah, and like, well, people are really funny. Like, I just think that it's so funny. Like, if you ever sit courtside, you actually get a real taste
Okay.
of what it is that people are saying. Like, don't go to the game versus Diana
Oh, she
Taurasi.
talking shit the whole game.
Bro, what?
Really?
That's amazing.
You will be rolling. Like some of my friends were sitting courtside when we were playing Phoenix, and I can't even repeat what she was saying on this show. But like they came home, they had the time of their life. Like we had dinner after, and they were like, "Yo!" Like that was the funnest. Because like for example, if you miss 2 slices, or if you miss 2 free throws, you get a slice of pizza. When we play,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
opposing
yeah,
team,
yeah,
opposing
yeah,
team.
Yes.
So the girl missed the first one. So all my guy friends were sitting courtside and they were like, miss it. And she she turned and looked at them and said, "F your pizza." So she's like cussing
Oh,
them
she
out
knew?
and stuff. Yeah,
That's
yeah. That's just like,
That's so cool.
Pepperoni.
yeah,
bitch. You know what I'm saying?
and
Like-
she did. The girl missed. Then everyone in the arena got pizza. So
That's amazing.
yeah.
That's so ill.
That's good. I like it.
I fucking love that.
What's that's good. I like to hear that there's some heat going on
Yeah,
the
talk
court.
that shit.
Oh yeah, there's definitely heat going on. I don't ever start it. I know that's hard to believe. I don't start it, but if someone says something to me, I definitely say something back.
Okay.
I definitely say something back.
So you're not throwing the first punch, but you'll twist a knife if it's coming at you.
100%.
Okay.
I mean, let's be real. If I started saying something to you,
No, for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But you're not going to
That's
start.
a
You're
dog
not
in
going to
you.
be like, okay.
It's a dog in
nah,
it for sure.
Nah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Who is the best shit talker in the WNBA right now?
Diana.
Diana Taurasi?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Just like some of the things that she says, like it just you can't even. You know what I mean? Like you're playing in the middle of a game. How'd you think of that?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
You know?
That's
I remember one time, it was actually my rookie year, because that was my favorite player growing up. So that was like why I started playing basketball. So it was my first game against her in the league. I'm starstruck, right? And so I'm guarding her. It was like a dead ball. And she looked at me and she's like, "Plummy, like, how's your mom?" And I looked at her and she, like, the ball got checked in and she elbowed me in the stomach. And I and I bent down. She comes off a pin down, bangs a three, looks at me and winks, blows me a kiss.
No.
And I'm like,
That's so nasty.
like, your mom's just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my coach is like cussing me out. Like,
Get it
wasn't
together.
ready. I'm
Yeah,
like,
get around the pick.
I got no wind in my stomach. Like, oh gosh, yeah.
That's crazy.
I love that.
Yeah.
Welcome to the league type of moment.
Welcome to the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they should mic you guys up and have like a series because
That'd be
I think
funny.
that would be incredible. Everybody loves like the behind the scenes or
Yeah.
the locker room kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
That would be. I think that would take. The
I think there's a lot of
viewership way
there's
up.
obviously more personalities, I think, to the players than maybe are being shown for sure, right?
Mm.
You gotta freaking
You know-
Netflix Drive to Survive this, dude.
No, for sure.
Yeah, do like
Hard
a
Knocks.
behind the
Like, that shit
scenes
would
like
be so
reality show
crazy.
type of situation, like to get. Because I'm assuming there are some incredible personalities of these women that
Yeah.
aren't portrayed. Like maybe I think a lot of players, because there's social media now, like you, for instance, very outgoing, happy to post on social media. You're happy to like be your honest self. I think there's probably a lot of players who maybe aren't like that,
Mm-hmm.
but could be brought out if they were in an environment of that like reality show format. It could be awesome.
I think that'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
incredible.
We have some of the funniest people, and I don't know if it seems like I'm biased, but I feel like I've been around different groups of like athletes,
Right, sure.
people, hands down, like personalities, the funniest, just laughing, dancing, twerking, like joking.
Your team.
Well, my team, but like WNBA, like
Got it.
athletes, yeah.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what? I think the Aces do a really good job of portraying that and telling that story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when I watch it and I see it, I see swag. I see that they're their true selves and they're having fun.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I see when I look at the Aces. Right. I don't see that with every other team. Like
Yeah.
I used to be a Sparks fan because I'm from LA.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Lisa Leslie did. There was nothing ever anything like that. Right. It's like there's nothing ever.
Yeah.
And I still like.
They,
I, don't
they,
really
I
see
feel
it.
like you guys have leaned into like the style element too, which has been kind of like such a big like parallel NBA thing, and
Yeah.
now like really heavy in the WNBA
Like the
as well.
walk-in,
Like the
right?
walk-in,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
walk-in, that's a
huge.
huge
She's
thing.
got some. KP's got some stunting walk-in photos.
For
online,
sure.
dude.
For sure.
Stunting. Like,
It's like you know, like the first day of school fits. Is that you like send everything like, oh, game day, I gotta put this all together.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
I usually like get it done before the season. So I've
Oh.
I have a stylist, someone that helps me, but
Dope,
we
dope.
go through it, we get it done because like I don't like to actually be distracted.
thinking on
You
the
know what I'm
process.
saying? Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
get
Makes
up,
sense.
Yeah,
put it on, go.
What's the locker room like? What's a WNBA locker room like? Is it wild in there?
Oh, it's wild. It's wild. You know, it's so funny too because man, I feel like I'm going in like deep in deep. in some
We
of
want-
this
we wanna
stuff.
know.
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
okay.
we're for.
I mean, honestly, like let's be real. Like I think you know this league has like high percentage of gay women, right? So
Okay.
we always talk about you know like my friends are always like, oh, you dropped the soap, like you know, stupid questions like that, and I'm like, dude, that's not what it's like at all. I think that you know to be honest, being around this group of women, it's so complex. You have people come from all different backgrounds, places. You know, we had a rookie that was French, so everyone was trying to like pretend to speak French all the time, and like oui, you know, blah blah blah, croissant. Like we're like, shut up.
You
like,
killed it, by the way. You
know
obviously
what I mean?
learned.
You obviously learned something.
You
There
obviously
go.
learned.
Yeah, but we got people that can dance. You know, Chelsea Gray. She's got the best. I would put her up against anyone DJing in terms of like old school mixes, like E40, Maxwell,
OG, right?
like Marvin Gaye. Like people got it. People got it
dope,
across
that's
the
dope.
board.
So she gets past the aux cord for sure.
100% every time.
Every
Like
trip.
that.
Every trip.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
That's dope.
It seems wild in there.
Yeah.
I'm like seeing behind the curtain right now a
No,
little
for
bit.
sure.
Like, you know,
It is wild.
this is good.
Yeah.
We need the insight.
You know, it's funny. We have a girl on our team. She's actually like really talented in acting. She's done some stuff.
Okay.
And so it's so funny because we won a game, but we barely won it. And you know, coaches find any reason to get pissed off, right?
Sure,
So
always.
next day we got practice. So she's in there. She puts on Beyonce. So she's doing like a strip show. Right, so she's got the chair and like she calls someone up, so everyone's like being a fan. You know, people are on Instagram Live. Meanwhile, we're supposed to be having like film, so like the coaches are like knocking on the door, like, "What the is going on in there?" You know, and everyone's like, "Sydney, Sydney, Sydney, I love you." Like we have a blast.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, people need to show that more. It's just like
For
any other
sure.
athletic locker room, guys' locker room, the guys. It's just like the girls hanging out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's what it is, a vibe. You guys seem like super close as well. Is it like very like family? Because
Oh
with
yeah,
the
we
team?
do, and that's the other thing too. Like we've been, this core group has been together for a while. I feel like
Right.
we've all grown up together, like as pros, and so I mean, everyone's making fun of everyone. Like
That's
just, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, and I think Becky, people don't talk about it enough. Becky Hammond is unreal. Our coach.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
She's unreal. I mean, just like the overall family atmosphere vibe that she brings, one, but then two, her just straight up X's and O's of like her ability. I mean, think about first year head coach come in and win a championship.
It's crazy.
Pretty wild.
Crazy.
I mean, she
It's the same
obviously
franchise
has
she played
skills,
for,
right?
right?
Like, there's no question
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same franchise. She played for the Spurs.
Well, she played for the Stars.
Save the
Stars.
Stars,
No,
right?
you're
She was
good.
a coach for the Spurs.
Coach
Yeah.
for the
She was
Spurs
assist-
for
ass-
8 years.
Yeah,
9
she was
years.
assistant
Pop.
coach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
she's
dude,
Smart
I've
lady,
never
huh?
seen anyone be able to be like, and this is like when we were in the playoffs, we had some tight games. You know, 0.5 seconds left on the clock, down by 1. She's over here like, okay, we're gonna go boom, 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 boom. You're gonna go here, boom, 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 slip. We got a wide open layup,
And it works.
and we won. Like,
It works. It's so.
but like she's like her X's and O's are. I've never seen anything like it.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
You guys got a squad. I like it. By the way, speaking of acting, what was your experience like on Wild 'N Out?
We saw it. We saw it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We saw it for
Oh
sure.
gosh. Again, you know, it's funny. I just had a feeling like when they asked me to do it, I first said, okay, who did you want to get that you couldn't? So then you invited me. Like, let's just be real.
Sure,
Let's
sure.
be real. They're like, yeah, we were supposed to get some running back in the NFL, and he
Oh.
canceled. So like, can you come? Like, hell yeah, I'll come. Like, let's go. So I went, and the whole week in the shower, I was practicing. I don't know who I was gonna go up against, but like, I was like, I gotta come with some heat.
Yeah. Wild
Why is
style.
why is the shower the best place to practice though? Because I totally
It's a safe
I
space.
see.
safe
Yeah, yeah,
space.
yeah,
You're confident in it. She's swinging.
You know what I mean? That or driving in the car by yourself. You know, like I'm talking to like individual.
You're hard in the shower. You know what I would do?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I would do?
Exactly.
She's like, oh,
exactly.
no, not that.
Yeah,
not
no,
that
no.
one.
Or like you mess up the timing or rhythm.
Yeah.
I did know for sure. I was like, I'm gonna have to cut the beat because I
Sure.
have no like rhythm on beat. Like I was just like, that's not gonna happen in a week.
Yeah, yeah.
So I did.
DJ T-Rex, cut the
Yeah,
beat.
I was like, cut it. But what's crazy though was because when the producer came backstage, he was like, all right, like this is the format, and I didn't realize that, you know, those shows, I thought they were pretty like scripted. So they set up the tone for like, we're gonna do this game, we're gonna do this, but they actually like let them go. So
Oh,
like
wow.
we might be doing like wild style, but like whatever me and you are saying, that's on you and me.
Right.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
know that. I thought it was scripted.
Oh, so they didn't like, hey, you know, submit us something to script to see if we like it. They're just like, you're good. Go ahead. Here's a mic.
Yeah, so when they told me what we were doing, the guy was like, hey, do you need help with some lines? Because usually sometimes with our guests, if they're not prepared, we like give them lines. And I was like, nah, like I got it.
I got
Yeah.
And he was like, You
Are
can
you
tell he was
sure?
like,
Yeah.
I was like, no, I think I got it.
Was this the same moment as the T-shirt? Be like, I got this. I don't need your
Yeah,
cannon.
that one. No, this one I was so nervous. I was so nervous, and like I'm not gonna lie, like I like low key blacked out before.
Sure.
Like you know what I mean? They like I had the mic, but then I cut the beat and the practice in the shower it paid off.
It
There you go,
did.
there you
go.
No, the clip is hilarious, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes,
you don't
and
look nervous. You look like you're ready to moment. Like once you got the mic, you were there.
Yeah,
were
you'd
good.
been in a couple rap battles before.
Yeah, like
Super convincing, by the way.
I mean, I have three siblings, so I feel like my childhood prepared me for this.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
In a circle, rap battle
Yeah.
right now.
Do you guys feel like you guys could like if they were like put you on the spot right now, like let's do it,
I don't believe I could do it right now, but if I had a week to plan really
the
quick,
shower?
I would
Got
for
it.
sure.
come up with?
Yeah,
It was like against each other.
Oh, should we?
No, yeah, you go after the mullet.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Just
great.
talk shit about the mullet.
Yeah,
It's
you.
easy.
Yeah,
No, there's no
easy.
talking shit. You seen this thing?
Yeah, it's the easiest thing.
No,
for sure. I can get
majestic,
through for
bro.
sure.
Follicle flow.
You just need one good one-liner. As long as it kind of rhymes, you're good. Everyone
good.
goes nuts. You know what I mean?
If you can get some O's and Ahs from the crowd,
Yeah,
you win.
That's all you
That's
need.
good.
That's all you need.
Do you have a future in acting or anything? Is this like you want to be on TV at all? Could care less.
No, I mean I kind of like. I've thought about the path of doing like more like analyst stuff.
Sure.
Pre-game,
Yeah.
post-game. I don't know about black and white. I've done some like color, and black and white, like color commentary with some games on. I did some ESPN and some Pac-12, and I liked it. But like you guys, the amount of prep and organization, and then like the film and the studying that you have to keep up with to
The
be good.
stats.
For sure.
Because if you're gonna do it, you want to be good.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I
have
mean?
to.
I was like, this is. And like you don't do it for like I don't try to do anything for money, but I was like, this is not worth.
Yeah.
This is not worth. You know what I mean?
What about a podcast? You ever thought about a podcast?
You know, I thought about it, but I feel like again, if I wanted to do it like right, like
Yeah.
you guys do it, I feel like the time and effort. I don't know how much time that I have to do it.
It's a lot of work.
We do
for
our
sure.
research.
Yeah,
yeah,
I can tell.
KP,
It's
we
a
do
lot
our
of work.
research.
No, I feel the love. Like,
We
I
do
can
our
tell.
research.
Yeah. So
Okay. Well, look, whatever happens, we're watching.
Yeah,
Okay.
for
So
sure.
Wild 'N Out calls you back. We're ready to go. or whatever
We'll
your next.
text you some lines, dude. We
reality
got you.
text.
We got you some battles.
text me some lines.
Yeah.
It's
Who are these
amazing.
three people? Oh no, it's fine.
No,
This
it's
is
fine.
my
It's
team.
fine.
It's
It's
my
fine.
writing
Never
team.
mind.
Never mind.
I got a PR team.
My
It's cool.
writing team.
Writing team.
Yeah. 100%. Are there any top NBA players you are convinced you can beat one-on-one?
No,
Not one?
None.
not even someone from the bench.
Really?
Really?
What about the D League?
The G League.
The G-
The G League. The G League.
They play down in Henderson right now. So
You have to understand, again, apples to apples, apples to
Yeah.
oranges. If we're doing like shooting workouts, skill workouts, I'm very confident in anyone that you put in front of me that I can compete.
Yeah.
I feel like just sheer size, athleticism,
That's fair.
that's the problem.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because maybe I can score, but like, who am I going to defend? I
Right.
mean, these guards, these point guards are like 6'6",
The height is ridiculous in the
And,
NBA.
like,
How tall are you?
5'8".
Okay.
All right. What about low?
Yeah.
What
yeah,
about low?
Yeah.
You can whoop low's ass.
Yeah.
Right?
How about like a 3-point competition? Who are you taking out of 3-point competition?
You talking about me or Low?
No.
Oh, no.
not you.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what?
There's nothing that
No,
you're not
we
beating
have
him
the
in.
yeah, you got me. You got me.
There's nothing you're not beating him in. Say, if you like an NBA player 3-point competition.
Like,
just-
who am I
yeah.
taking?
Yeah, who you beating?
I mean, it like, I will say, is this like off the rack? Because off the rack, I'm trash.
Really?
Yeah, it was so funny. We did the NBA or WNBA All Star. They put me in the 3-point competition, and like I led the league in 3-pointers made this year, right? I've never shot off the rack before, never. And so I went in, and I think I made like 3.
Brick City. Let's go.
You got to give it some, you got to give it your Wild 'N Out prep schedule.
You know what I'm
Do you know
saying?
what
I
I mean?
did not
Like-
prep. I did not practice. It was so funny because the week before, Becky was talking about how we were gonna like build this team, you know, brick by brick. And then of course Asia, my teammate, tweeted out, "Hey, like, hey KP, like, I don't know if you knew, but Becky, that's not what she meant by brick."
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? People are like,
sick.
but that's how we roast each other. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So good.
On ESPN, yeah,
That's so
it was
good.
great. It was great.
brick.
That's good though.
That's so
Nah,
good.
it's what you need.
That's nice.
It's what you need. It's real.
Yeah, if you show up like that, you know you got to do it. Speaking of the All-Star game, though,
Yeah.
can we talk about the mini trophy, the mini MVP trophy? What happened with this?
Dude, they really dropped the ball.
That
They really dropped the
There's no way
ball.
to say it. There's no way to say it.
Like, still to this day.
Whose idea was this? Thank you so
This
much.
is literally it.
the memes and post content was
they
hilarious.
it went viral.
Yeah,
It was amazing too. I don't know if you saw the video of my teammates the next day gifting me reenactment, like an applesauce.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, but yeah, no, it was and they put it side by side with, I think it was Steph. It was Steph that won.
Oh yeah.
And this was just like his trophy.
Yeah.
Just,
Like, that's a layup. You got.
I don't think I don't need to say anything. I think it speaks for itself.
Oh fuck!
That's
You just put it on your office desk while
Yeah.
Steph puts his
Paperweight.
in the mantle, the trophy room.
what do you think it's gonna look like next year? Because they're gonna.
Oh,
correct
they're
that.
gonna like go.
It's
like,
gonna be
6 feet tall. Here you go. We apologize.
Oh man. Yeah, it's a great question. I don't even know where it is.
Oh, fuck.
Oh really?
I don't even know.
Because
there
because
it
you can lose it
is.
easily. You
It's
know,
behind all the mail. It's behind all the mail.
It's somewhere in the house, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
by the packages
By
that
the
you don't
packages.
want
Yeah,
to
by
open.
the packages that I don't
That
open.
you don't
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got
fuck.
it.
By the rest of Tom Brady's packages that he sent you. You know what I'm saying? You have no idea. He also sent you a Patriots one. He sent you a couple Super Bowl
Oh
rings.
gosh, now you're killing me.
That's hilarious, by the way. That was a super funny post content to see on social media. And you guys leaned into it, right? You're able to laugh about
Oh,
it,
yeah.
obviously. But it was funny to see all of like the memes and everyone reenacting it. Hilarious.
You know, what's so funny too is that like I don't know what I was doing, but like I posted it and then I don't have my notifications on, so like I have to log into Instagram to see
Sure.
anything, and so people were like texting me and I'm like, dude, like what's going on, like you know, and then I realized I woke up the next day and it was like this went viral. I was like,
Oh,
crazy.
that was. Well, they're gonna fix it. I can't wait to see what the trophy. They should re-gift you like a post.
It's in the
Next
mail.
year?
It's in the
Yeah,
mail.
Sure.
of what it should be. So like back to some Vegas stuff. I mean, how did it feel? Like obviously the Knights and the Raiders so massive, but the Aces, first team ever with a Vegas Pro Sports Championship. What was that feeling like?
dude, they shut down the strip for us.
Yeah.
shit
on
was
that
tight.
parade.
Yeah, we saw it.
I mean, so I guess it was supposed to be just one side. And then it got so big, so many people came, they ended up shutting down both sides. Again, it's just really proud. Just really proud. And I feel like, you know, it's been a long time coming for Vegas. And I know, like you said, like this is a winning town and they respect winning.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool. And I know that like, especially our team, we're feeling like this is not just like a one and done thing.
No,
You know
no.
what I mean? So again, it was huge. It was so cool.
How drunk did you guys get?
I mean, Asia was drinking Four Locos at like 8 a.m.
Oh,
Like,
let's
it
go.
was-
Yo.
The other thing too was
Four
that,
Locos.
Four Locos is wild.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's
This-
aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asia, Chelsea, and I were playing on the World Cup team, so we had to. We won, and then 2 days later, we had to fly to Australia, get off the plane, and go play
No.
in the World Cup.
Oh no.
Yeah. So we like got drunk, but then also like I was like, oh, I can't like die. 'Cause, like,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? I committed to go playing. You
That's a
know?
good compromise.
You know what I mean? But I did. The cigar, it wasn't. I wasn't that drunk as much as the cigar took me out. The
cigar will
cigar
get you.
took me out. I was not prepared mentally, emotionally for that. I
You were
just
on
was-
another level. The videos
yeah.
of you with the stereo, like the selfies on the plane, you were hammered. It was good.
Yeah, I was living. Well, the other thing too is when we won, we were in Connecticut and we won, and I got lost in the arena. That I had been drinking way too much and I got lost, and so I had the stereo, so I was just kind of like
Back in blood.
going,
Yeah.
going around by myself though, because like I was trying to find everyone. You know what I mean? I was like, where did everyone
Where's
go?
everybody at?
Just
Exactly.
lost in the back.
Like, I'm like,
Ma'am, exits this way.
Yeah,
Somebody come
exactly.
get me. She said, "Somebody come get me."
Yeah, right.
I walked. Actually, everyone was like here, and I think I was here, and I walked all the way
Oh.
around, and I made it back to
Victory
where-
lap. The victory lap.
to take like the pictures and stuff.
So you had a couple cocktails, couple drinks.
I did. I had a couple. Well, that's the other thing too. It was beer. It wasn't champagne.
Okay.
Oh.
So I had champagne after Tokyo, after we won gold in
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tokyo,
yeah.
and I drank like 2 or 3 sips, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
So in this, I was trying to like, you know, feel it, and I couldn't feel it. I think I was like 5 or 6 bottles in, and I'm like, dude, like, am I invincible right now? Like,
You're-
dude, like, what's going
That's
on? You know,
that's a classic drunk thing to
Yeah.
say.
Oh.
One last sip.
Yo, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it hit me later.
for sure.
Yeah.
That was huge. So, like, do you feel like when does the celebration end and like pressure to repeat begin? Like, do you have that like moment now where you're like, okay, cool, we were champions, and now it's like prep time?
Interesting.
The target's on us.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like the target was on us before we won.
It was.
Yeah. To me, honestly, I think pressure is like a privilege. It's more of like an opportunity. I feel like a lot of times in life, you don't get an opportunity to have so many different players, going into their prime. You don't have a city that supports you, a franchise that supports you the way that, Vegas does. To me, if anything, it would be a disservice to basically all the work that not just me, but my family, friends, everyone's like helped me put in to get to this point, to look at it as a pressure moment. This is an opportunity to crack a lot of doors, and not just like WNBA and basketball, but like women's sports and like landscape stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Once you've won, I feel like the goal of being close or whatever, once you actually win, right, is the feeling this year a little bit different because you've actually accomplished that? Because like is the hunger the same?
I mean, for me it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like as well as we played, there was definitely a lot of things like personally that I feel like I can get a lot better at. And I definitely have some, pretty lofty goals in the future. So I don't think the hunger can rise and fall based on accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? It comes from within. So like just because like you're validated from a championship, that's like outside validation.
Sure.
That doesn't come from me and my love for the game. So at the end of the day, like, yeah, I would say it could be possibly even like more hungry than before.
Ready to get back to work.
Yeah.
Like
well, I mean,
immediately.
we've been working. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like ready to the season start, ready for everyone to kick
Right.
off.
Right.
What's the championship ring situation in the WNBA?
That's a good question. We don't get them until opening night.
Okay, yeah,
You know
okay,
what
yeah,
I'm
got it,
saying?
got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
you
I,
excited to see that?
I am excited. I
Yeah.
think Mark Davis put a little extra ching on the table, hopefully.
That would
Yeah,
be
don't pull up
amazing.
with no high school fucking yearbook. Little
Jetsons or Johnsons?
Yeah, like the MVP trophy. Don't pull up with no little fucking.
They went to everyone
God.
different schools. That's funny.
Across the
I
day.
wonder. So wait, does the winning owner pay for the rings for the championship? Is that how it works?
But I don't think they pay, but they design.
They design.
So what I'm saying is like,
The organization pays
Who-
for it.
Does the organization pay for it, or does
Yeah,
the
I
league
think
pay for it?
No, I think the organization does pay for it.
I think the organization
Yeah.
pays for it. At least the Warriors won.
the
You see
organization.
Yeah, where
Did
they
you
like
see-
opened up and
Yeah.
slid. They had like
Those were
Yeah.
crazy. It like rotated. You
Yeah.
could take a
It's like,
tour of it.
what
is
You could take a
going
drone.
on,
You could take a
bro?
drone inside the ring.
Scripture rolls out, you
That shit was
unroll it, and fucking
ridiculous,
read.
dude. Every
wild.
year they become bigger. You know what I'm
like,
saying?
what the
It's
fuck is
actually a
that?
key to your Tesla. Like the whole thing.
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know this is my first time. I don't know.
That's,
Yeah.
as long
I
as
don't
you,
know anything.
as long as you get the ring, you're
Yeah,
good.
Exactly.
That's
I
awesome.
don't care who pays for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm
not paying for it.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not gonna pay for
That
it.
is
I like
very
that.
true.
What feels better, Tokyo 2020 or winning the championship?
Ooh. Different. Very
Okay.
different. I feel like Tokyo was a little bit different because I was coming back from my Achilles.
Okay.
So that was kind of like, pretty big deal in terms of feeling like, because I came back in like 8.5 months. It's pretty, like usually in Achilles, it's like 10 to 12.
Sure.
Okay.
So I definitely pushing the limit on that. So I felt like pretty just proud. I would say a championship though, it's different. It's hard to. It's hard
It's
to
tough, right?
compare.
It's like a weird answer. It's like, oh, we Team
Yeah.
USA, our country, but then it's like, oh, our city, and it's like,
Exactly. It feels different. I will say, there's definitely a similar sense of pride. Like
Sure.
when you put on a USA jersey, you go out and you win a gold medal for your country. Like it doesn't matter where you're from or what you look like or anything. I think everyone unites because it's like, it's the US versus whoever.
it's fucking sick.
Us versus them.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
yeah,
us versus
yeah,
them,
yeah.
and we're taking us.
Yeah.
You know
for sure.
that unity is pretty special. But I would say, winning a championship for Vegas, to be the first one to do it too, is pretty special too.
So sick.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
awesome.
know.
That's like one of the things. Like the first situation can never be taken. Like many more, ideally, will be added in many more sports, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can only be first. That's
Yeah,
it.
you can
That's
only
it.
first once.
That's it. It's such a dope thing to have.
That's true.
Shout out to the Knights and the Raiders.
Yeah, dude. Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking pussies, dude.
Yeah. We absolutely love you.
We've had tons of Knights and tons of Raiders on here.
have,
And we're gonna
for
clown them all when they come.
Yeah, sorry.
Amazing.
Kelsey Plum told us to tell you what's up.
Oh,
Fuck off,
great.
pussies.
Oh, use me. Use me.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, this definitely did not come from us. We're the vessel through Kelsey Plum. We're just
Winners
trying
only
to talk
around here, guys. Winners
Yeah,
only. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Oh, my
Yeah, trophies through the door
Yeah.
or nothing.
sure.
How about like the league's expanding the schedule too, right? More games?
More games.
Sick.
More games. Commissioner's Cup, which was dope. I don't know if you guys knew about that, but the first home and away games on, like, we play on like the West Coast, so LA, Seattle,
Yeah.
Phoenix,
Yeah.
that stuff. They're Commissioner's Cup games. So at the end of the day, there's standings, and then the top team from the West and the East play in a game. Each player, when you win, gets $30,000.
Oh,
Okay, wow.
So we won this year. So we won it, and then we also get to donate to a charity locally in
That's
Vegas.
dope.
Cool.
So that was pretty cool.
It's like a mini tourney play, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It
it's
just
like a
puts a little bit
tournament
more on it, which
Yeah.
is fun because, like, like who doesn't want money?
More money.
Exactly.
For
Who doesn't
sure.
want money? Yeah, and the
Money's cool.
season's so short. What is it? It's only like what 5-6 months, right?
Yeah, it's like 4.5, 5 months.
yeah.
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 This is good though. That means it's expanding. That means money's coming in. That means it's growing. That means more revenue. That means more. Hey, that means more everything. More tickets. More opportunities for fans to see it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. No, it's exciting. It's exciting. We're moving in the right direction. We might not be moving at the speed that we'd like to.
Right.
But you got to take it.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think everyone's taking the steps, or at least they're trying to. At least from your guys' perspective, you can't control what the league does, right? Like, but from your guys' perspective, right? You, like you said, take a couple shots, bang down the doors,
Yep.
control the narrative. I like that. By the way, what was the drama this past year with the flights and the WNBA?
Yeah. So because of COVID, I don't know if you guys realize, but the pilots, like the situation, there was a bunch of pilots that basically decided to go into early retirement, like all across, like not
Right.
just one airline.
Yeah.
So I don't know the exact number, but it was like over like 500. So like obviously, no pilot, no plane.
Right.
So the options and flight options were a lot less. And then also too, like the weather this year was like storms and hurricanes across the country, like wind, rain, all this stuff. So for example, that might be one flight to get you from here to Connecticut,
Right.
but that flight got canceled. So now what? And we fly commercial. So it's like they put a lot of teams in tough positions because of delayed flights, canceled flights, things like that. So I mean, that we had some definitely frustrating moments as a league because it's embarrassing. Like, why do you have the LA Sparks sleeping in the airport?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Or they're waiting to get on their plane for 6 hours, 8 hours.
Didn't
Like,
a team get fined or something for chartering a flight
Yeah.
or something?
yeah, the New York Liberty got
Yeah.
fined. They took a charter. They had like 3 canceled flights that finally the owner, Joe Tsai, who owns the Brooklyn Nets,
Right.
was like, nah, like, this is ridiculous. Like, we're just going to get you there. So he flew him there. The league fined him like, I don't know, $250,000 or something like that. And
That's crazy.
it's ridiculous.
Because like an
it's
unfair
ridiculous.
advantage because one
That's
team
what-
did it?
That's what they say. So it's like, for example, say you're flying charter and
Right.
I'm flying commercial. They feel like it's an unfair advantage for you
For the
to be
team,
able
right.
to, get there in a certain amount of time and not have the same,
Got it.
That's crazy. But yeah, it's brutal. That's something that, again, we're working on, and it's frustrating because like you want the quality of the product to be elite.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So imagine playing all these games and then getting on red eyes and flying and trying
Yeah.
to play the next day. That's brutal.
Recovery and you're in the air,
It's
the
brutal.
pressure. That's tough.
Yeah,
Yeah. Who's this AAU team sleeping in the airport?
exactly.
That's
No,
crazy.
but that's the
Oh,
Los
that's the
Angeles
champions.
Sparks.
Like, yeah, Vegas Aces. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And we're not allowed. Like Mark would love to fly his charter. We're not allowed.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
That's wild. That's really crazy.
Wow. There's a lot of dynamics of this. I think I'm really have heard about, but maybe I needed to have more context on.
Yeah.
Like to really learn more
That's the
about.
other thing too. So like obviously when you get full context, it can change your perspective on like, whoa,
For
that-
sure.
that
For
sure.
doesn't
A ton.
make any sense. You
By
know
the
what
way,
I
I
mean?
hope we're doing that with this show.
Yeah.
No,
right?
and I
Absolutely.
agree. And that's the
That's-
other thing too. So like, for example, I'm about compromise, right? Relationships, everything's about compromise. So it's like, okay, let's meet in the middle. Kathy, who's our commissioner. Kathy, we don't have to fly everything charter, but like, hey, maybe when we're going to west to east,
Yeah.
let's
Over
fly
a
charter.
certain amount of miles or
Exactly.
whatever.
Exactly.
Like let everyone pick a trip that they want to or feel like the schedule works best for them to fly charter on.
Right.
The longer flights.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, Connecticut flew charter this trip and we did it. Like, nah, like it's a bigger picture here. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I think,
That's the reason
I
they
think a
won.
certain amount of miles, right? Like honestly, every corporation is like, hey, you fly coach, but if you fly international, you fly business, right?
Yeah.
If you're flying within 1,500 miles or whatever, you fly this. But if
Yeah.
you're flying across the country, 3,000 miles, you're going Connecticut to Vegas,
Yeah.
or Vegas to New York or whatever else. You try the flight because the options are much more drastically more limited.
For sure.
Wait, so if there's that many people, then everyone's flying coach commercial?
Everyone.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
I don't like
The
that
best
at all.
part is like,
There's some pretty tall females too.
oh, dude,
Bro, what?
I give up my, because I'm
As
like
a person who's 6'6", I completely. That's why I try to.
you know?
That's why I try to find business as
Holy
much as possible.
shit.
No, but it's crazy. Like I'll be sitting next to someone. I remember I was flying to Seattle semifinals, and the dude next to me is like Googling me,
Oh, that's so
like
weird.
right here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I can't see it.
Yeah.
They're just like sitting there. I'm in the middle seat.
No.
Whoa.
To or from a game.
Well, going from a game, going to
Another
Seattle.
game.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we played in Vegas,
Game
going
to
to
game,
Seattle. Yeah.
This blows my mind.
That's crazy.
Like I'm not even I'm not happy.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, we might have moved up the podium. We're the biggest
Charge.
proponents of everything, right? Like this might be. I like that. Well, look, you know what? I think this is great. I hope this is what the show is doing today.
Yeah.
I really is, because we think you're incredible, by the way, and
sure.
we obviously
Big
love
fans.
the Aces. We love
Thank
Vegas,
you.
so this is great from a league perspective and just an education perspective on everything else that's going on. Like this is like, because that's ridiculous.
We're coming to the next games and we're gonna make signs.
Yeah,
We're gonna make signs.
Yeah. Wild, absolutely wild. Can we talk about something else that's
Please.
also crazy? What's your thoughts on the whole Brittney Griner situation?
Dude. Political prisoner.
Dude, I said the
Just-
same thing. That's all it is. It's crazy.
Just like, could that have maybe be one of the worst timing situations of anyone almost in history of a public figure, like with everything that was going on between our countries, like just being held like that?
It's really sad because I know you guys probably never met BG.
No.
Probably, and I'm not just saying this because of the situation, probably one of the sweetest, most down-to-earth, like loving, wouldn't hurt a fly people you've ever been around. And so it's like so heartbreaking because of the situation in general, but then knowing her personally, it's like, it almost makes me emotional because it's just like, it's so much bigger than, you know, a couple vape cartridges.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
so
fucking
crazy.
madness. And the fact that the length of the sentence I thought was just crazy. Like, right, you break international law, you're in another country, cool, whatever. Dude, 9 years? 9 years?
It's just crazy, man.
Dude, no, not 9 years. Come on. And if it had happened in the other country but fucking Russia, it would have been okay. But the fact that it happened in Russia, like you said,
Yeah.
political prisoner, and I said the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's the only fucking thing.
Have you heard anything that we haven't heard? Like, is the league like,
Yeah.
is there like light at the end of the tunnel that you guys are hearing? Because it seems crazy every time something comes out is like, sorry, like this just is what it is.
Yeah, there's definitely logistics that probably can't talk about just because like I'm part of the Players Association.
Right.
So, you know, you're on some like private calls, but I will say that what we can do and what we have to focus on is like continuing to talk about it, and then also too, you know, writing letters. She can read letters, so that's something. And then also too, putting pressure on the administration, because that's really like that's what it is now. It's out of the
Right.
hands of anyone else but Biden administration.
It's just one of the craziest stories.
It's madness. So I thought looking in, it's like, oh, okay, she'll get in trouble. She's being held over there a couple months or whatever. Cool. But then when they sentenced 9 years, I was like, wait, like 9 years for real?
She's
Like,
in a work.
gone?
She's in a work camp.
Like she's in jail for 9 years in
In
fucking
a Russian
Russia?
work camp.
She's in a work
Russian
camp.
Like,
if there's three words that scares the shit out of me, it's Russian work camp.
For sure.
Like that's
Yeah.
got to be the scariest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like just the thought. I don't even know what it's actually like, but if you just told me that sounds like the last place on the planet I would like to be.
Yeah, she's not just sitting in a cell. They're having her work, like manual labor.
Has anyone like in your world like have you spoke to her? Are you able to? Or is it
No,
just letters.
We can't speak to her.
All
Just
letters?
Yeah.
Letters.
Wow. Can she write back?
No.
No. She can just read what you guys are positive thoughts you guys are sending. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How has the league handled that situation? Because that's a pretty obviously collectively from the United States
Yeah.
and just fans even, that's a wild situation to us. Like internally, what has that been like?
I mean, it's brutal. Like specifically to her team, I know it's probably really hard playing this season. You know, because everyone can. It's like I can't imagine, you know, dealing with like a trauma like within your family. You know, and everyone's
Right.
like, oh, you know, condolences or praying for you, but then like they move on with their life.
Sure.
You know, and that still affects your day to day, right? So I think as a league, what makes us special as a league is that we're so like tight knit, you know. So we really are bigger than just like, you know, individuals. But man, it's been brutal. You know, at the All-Star game, we all wore number 42
Yeah.
for Brittney. And definitely like when I got MVP, I you know, told her wife like this is for Brittney. Like this is a lot bigger than me. You know, it's really sad. And again, all we can do is pray and hope that there'll be change coming. But yeah, it's hard when you don't have any control.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have any. There's nothing we can do for the outcome.
It's crazy. The whole thing is crazy. Well, like you said, it sounds like everything that can be done is being done
Yep.
at the moment. Absolutely wild, though. Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
So is there like a lot planned for this coming year in regarding to that, or like
In terms of
like commemorating what's happening? You just try to like, hey, focus on the basketball, let everything else handle kind of behind the scenes.
No, I mean, we definitely try to keep it at the forefront. I know that, you're seeing even colleges this year wearing patches with 42 on it.
Yeah.
You're seeing it's on all the courts. It's talked about all the time. I'm sure that we'll try to figure out a way to step it up like this upcoming season. I don't know exactly what the league has in mind because it has to be, accepted by the league, right?
All the teams.
Right, like the players can't just put something forward. The league, the WNBA has to accept it, obviously, and that goes through Adam Silver, the commissioner, stuff like that.
Right.
The NBA. But, yeah.
Well, focus on the basketball, right? I'm sure that's what you would probably want.
Yeah.
Do you want to guarantee us and all of the viewers and listeners today a back-to-back championship?
Why did I know that was like a thing?
We snuck it in there.
Yeah, like
Nothing in life is guaranteed, but I'm going to do my damn best.
okay.
That's
okay.
fair. That's fair.
That's fair. But that also, can we gas you up really quick? I don't like to gas you up too hard, but Under Armour deal, pretty big
Yeah,
month.
sorry, big time.
Pretty big month. Congratulations. This is huge. What's that look like? What's happening right now? Tell us what's going on.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I just really wanted to go a little bit of a different route. I feel like, me and the brand are really aligned on some things. And they're excited,
That's dope.
They should be.
I'm just not another number on the list.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
it's gonna be dope. A lot of the things that we have in mind, I feel like are gonna, hit. If you know what I mean. I can't speak about them yet because they're obviously not coming yet. But it's great. It's great, and I'm excited and I'm proud, and maybe some rocking some different shoes. We'll see.
Let's
Keep it
go.
posted.
This is what we
Yep.
want to hear.
Yes.
Yep.
Are we going to see like a KELSEY Plum, Steph Curry rock commercial coming out? Yeah.
All you guys,
Yeah.
dude.
Trifecta.
Yeah.
Dude, The Rock is different. The
Dude,
Rock is
what?
different. Have you seen him?
We've
Yeah.
talked about it many times.
We're huge fans of the Rock.
Look, he's obviously we're going to get on the show one
Yeah,
day.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But
He's a cool guy.
So when you're in the Under Armour boardroom, be like, yo, Dwayne.
I got my
Yo,
guys.
Dwayne.
My guys are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yo,
ready to
DJ.
go.
Yeah.
DJ KP, what's
Yeah,
up?
we're gonna get him off for the XFL. I think the launch. That's our goal.
Oh,
the
that's
XFL
dope.
launch,
Yeah.
right? But I mean, him coming to Vegas now. Now he owns a team here. The Aces, the Under Armour. Like that's your world now.
Yeah. So what are you saying? I need to connect it?
No, I think no. I think
What?
like,
If you
Y'all
want
said
to.
no. He said.
I'm saying like
If you got it, you got
yeah,
it.
we got it. Saying
I mean,
like
if you have to,
yeah, if you have to.
You put it in the group chat.
But I mean, like, yeah, is there an Under Armour group chat already?
That's fire. That would be fire.
Is there an Under Armour group
Like
chat already?
Steph, DJ.
Yeah,
That's funny.
just
Honestly.
Under Armour people doing Under Armour things every time it happens. You just post it in there.
That's dope.
That'd be pretty cool. So what was that conversation like? How did that start? Was this a long-term thing that you guys have been discussing, or was this like did something happen pretty fast?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of started. I will say this: my Nike contract ended at the beginning of this past year, so there was talks of renegotiation, and I just felt like, you know what, I'm a spiritual person. I prayed about it, and I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna bet on myself. I feel like this is gonna be a big year for a lot of different reasons, and like I'm not gonna settle. So I just decided to be uncommitted. I was single the
Free
whole
agent.
year, free agent, and then they approached me, towards the playoffs and stuff, and so then we won and everything, and we got to, the right. It's not really about the money for me. It's about the vision and what they see and what they see in me and how we can work together. So I felt like it was just a perfect match. But yeah, we got it done, and been working out, wearing the stuff. I was just up there in Portland. We're doing a bunch of different, testing and things like that. And so, again, they're really invested, and it's really, I don't take that for granted, especially being a female athlete. Like that's a rarity. That's a rarity to have. I don't even rarity is a word, but it's a rarity to have a brand like that back you in the way that they are.
That's awesome.
So I won't let this opportunity go to waste.
We're excited to see it.
Let's go. We love
see it.
that.
We're
There we
excited to see
go.
it.
Come on.
I think you got a great last name for like a shoe too, like a line, like
Yeah.
the plum
Plum
one,
3.
the plum threes.
Plum
Like it's just
four,
it's
Plum
a great last name
You
for a
rock 'em?
signature
You
shoe.
rock 'em?
I'd rock it. Hell yeah.
I like it.
Thank you.
absolutely love it. That's incredible. Congratulations. Big
Thank you.
month. We appreciate that.
I will
Any-
buy the first pair that comes out for sure.
Yes.
100%. 100%. And
Yes.
I only wear Kobe's still. So I'll go from that to a KB. There we go.
I like it. This is going to be big. That's fantastic. Anything else you want to add to the show? Anything else you want to tell the viewers before you leave?
Dude, I mean, I feel like we covered literally
We
everything.
She's like, my
covered-
life is all out there now.
We covered pretty much everything.
Yeah,
We need
I
to
mean,
follow up when more happens. Absolutely.
sure.
Guys, follow Kelsey Plum. 1, she's going to beat you in basketball. 2,
Yep.
2, make sure you come to opening day of the Aces, all the Aces games.
Season
when she's
tickets.
touring around, get it. Not because you're supporting her, but because she's going to entertain the shit out of you and have the best game in the world. Guys, let's go. At the Residency Pod, we'll see you next week. Kelsey, thank you.
Later.